So in this video, we are going to understand about what is IP. So IP address is a type of logical address which is used to identify a computer device on the internet. Similarly, if anyone wants to reach at my house, then they need to know my house address. In a similar manner, if anyone wants to reach me onto the internet space, then they need to know my IP address. The full form of IP address is Internet Protocol Address. So basically, there are two types of IP addresses, namely IPv4 and IPv6. IP address is denoted by dotted decimal notation. So who gives us the IP address? Internet service providers provides IP addresses to us. The state of IP address keeps changing from network to network. For instance, if you're into one network, you may get a different IP address into that IP address range, and when you move on to another network, your IP address may change. So what is a MAC address? MAC address is a type of physical address which is used to identify computer devices on the internet. MAC address is also known as burnt address or hardware address. This is an address which comes onto your NIC card, which is network interface card, through which each device is being identified in a unique manner. The full form of MAC address is Media Access Control. It is denoted by a hexadecimal value. Who gave us MAC address? The NIC card manufacturer provides us the MAC addresses. Remember, the state of MAC address does not change like IP addresses. It is fixed address of your device. That's why they are known as hardware address, burnt address also. Remember, although these types of addresses can be spoofed to trick into applications. So, what is the difference between IPv4 and IPv6? Remember, IP version 4 was founded in 1981, and after some years, IP version 6 was found out. This was because there were limited number of IP addresses and the users were increasing at a very rapid rate. So the IP space was getting gradually lesser and lesser and was getting over. That's why we need to introduce more IP addresses, which was done using IPv6. So a IPv4 address is a 32-bit address length. IPv6 address has 128-bit address length, which is way beyond larger than IPv4. So for now, we are safe. IP addresses won't exhaust. The representation of IPv4 address is dotted decimal, and the representation of IPv6 is also dotted decimal. The number of addresses in IPv4 is 2 raised to 32, and the number of addresses can be formed using IPv6 address is 2 raised to 128.